Up. Let me see who has their outfits on from last night. Mark, congrats.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Does everybody know?
No.
Okay, Mark, can you tell them? Hall of Fame.
Why don't you tell them?
Hall of Fame. Basketball Writers Hall of Fame. Congrats. Oh, is that right? Your wife's in the Basketball Hall of Fame
Yeah,
too?
she got 6 years ago.
Oh, so you're a little
Now-
late bloomer here.
Now I can get back in the house.
That's pretty cool. That's a hell of a marriage. That's cool. Congrats. That's awesome. I love when people get rewarded for good work. You know, so it's awesome. All right, I'm sorry to embarrass you, but
Yeah. Dealing with Morant, is this going to be a committee deal?
yeah, he's tough. You know, he would. You know, honestly, if we had Pat Beverly was playing and PG was playing, it still would be a committee. He's he's watching the first game when we played him. It's like he has great control, you know, with his speed and he kind of like got everyone involved early and then he tried to take the game over late. That's unusual for a rookie, you know. So he's going to be a special player for sure.
You had a talented point guard a year ago in Shea. You've had others in the past. Is it different bringing along a talented point guard than other positions?
It's probably it is different because they have so much control of the game. They have the ball in their hands, and especially this generation also because they're the old time point guards are more facilitators. They were just trying to run the team. Now we have facilitators and scorers, and some we just have they're point guards, but they just want to score. You know, so it is a little different. I've always had what I would say a great hard relationship with my point guards. I think it's one of the most important positions. I was a point guard, and I'm probably pretty tough. That's what I hear afterwards, you know. So, but they are so important on both ends. Like their energy defensively, just doing little things, picking the ball up. It just everything they do to me spills out to the team, and it's important.
Paul George's status today, will he play?
He won't play. Yeah.
And then with Pat Beverly, I know he's out, but
Yeah.
he's doing some warm-ups the other day.
Yeah.
Like, how far along, what can he do with that wrist? Obviously,
I honestly have not watched him take a shot. The reports I have is that he's doing great. May play tomorrow. You know, but I honestly, I think you know by now, Drew. I try to stay out of that room.
Yeah.
It makes no difference because they'll tell you one thing and the next thing nothing. I just don't want to plan anything until I know someone's playing.
Will Paul maybe go tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then just with the way that Memphis played the last time when you were down there,
Yeah.
the
We were
Bigs had,
fortunate to win the game.
but the Bigs had a good game. So is defensively, is there?
Well, we got to keep them out of the paint. I mean, Valanciunas said what he destroyed us. 17 rebounds, 30 whatever points. They're top 3 in the league in points in the paint in general. You know, and the fact that they got everything they wanted in that game from a defensive standpoint was that good on our part.
Hey, Coach, through 35 games in the season, your team is 12th in field goal percentage and 16th in assist to turnover ratio.
Yeah.
Which is most critical for you? Would you like to see improve?
I don't know. I would like to be number 1 in field goal percentage all the time. That means we're making a lot of shots, you know. The turnover thing going into the year without having a true point guard, I didn't think we would be. I thought we may be a little higher in turnovers. That has happened. I don't like turnovers. So the long answer is I would take away the turnovers if we could. I just don't know if we can.
You're talking about how point guard has changed. Is that the last place where there isn't positionless basketball?
You know, it's a good question, but I think it depends on your team. You know, like I think as a coach you have to decide if you have a point guard that you want to run a point guard system, or if you don't run a point guard system. Here this year we don't have our system is definitely not a point guard system. So, but that is the one spot. Like if you have one, you absolutely know who the point guard is.
Who were the tough coaches on you when you were burning out of play?
Well, Larry Brown. and Mike Fratello, and Pat Riley. You know, I guess all my coaches. You know, but I was the luckiest player in the world. I had phenomenal coaching. I mean, from Rick Majerus, think of that in college, who was widely known as like one of the smartest guys in basketball. I mean, they were detail oriented, unfortunately, you know, because as a player, that's tough. But so I had hard coaches, but at the time I didn't know if I enjoyed it. But afterwards, I thought, man, am I lucky?
Hey Doc, as a former player, do you have a preference playing day or night? Or,
Oh, night for sure. I hate afternoon.
and do you get a feeling for the current players on your roster now?
They hate them.
Really? They don't like the
Yeah,
dig it?
I can't imagine. Well, I don't ask because they may give you the answer. But afternoon games are tough because you don't. And I've always thought it was tough for the home team because you have your rituals, you have your way, and to me, you give it all up when you're at home now because now you're out of sorts. You know, you can't eat your lunch at the same time. You can't prepare. I thought as a player, you get in the middle of the game sometimes. The game's in the fourth quarter, and you feel like, oh, I'm waking up. You know, sometimes you play great, so it's just hard. I just think it's an inconsistent day when you have this.
With Paul George being out and Beverly being hurt, again, you've had the healthy roster exactly once, is that
Yeah,
correct?
yeah.
I mean, you talked about identity and building identity, but you're
Yeah.
still shuffling
That
people
was
in and
been
out.
tough. I won't deny that. It's been tougher than I thought it would be so far because of that. But you don't, unless you don't go in a year thinking you're going to have like this. You think you're going to have a healthy roster at some point, this late in the season. But we just haven't. I tell you why I think it hurts us the most is not seeing. We just the continuity that we need to be a champion. To me, it's hard to work on it or even have because you don't have time. And so, I'm not worried about it yet, but it is actually on my mind for sure.
Doc, do you coach day games any differently, knowing that
No, but you watch differently for sure. Because some, slow starts, maybe subbing a little different, or being patient, trying to see if a guy. So you absolutely, I just think everybody's more aware on the coaching staff on afternoon game. You better be. All right, guys. Thank you. Congrats.